Hey Cancer, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be doing our general reading for March. Definitely stick around to the end because we are going to be covering a couple of different topics and you never know what will resonate. Just remember this is a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate, that's totally okay. Just leave it for those that need to hear it and then come back for the next month. That being said, it is energy. Take what I say and place it where it might fit into your life. Again, all energy kind of is interchangeable. So let's go ahead and start with what the vibe is for March. Let's see what our guides kind of have to say to start off this reading. We got two more. Nope. That one's not it. Okay, and one more. Here we go. So we have keywords coming out right now. So we have perspective, self-empowerment, fulfillment, celebration, and blessings and well-being. A lot of positive energy coming out. So there's a lot of work that you guys, I feel like, have been doing internally. I feel like the end of last year was almost like kind of like something that came full circle, kind of like a completion, maybe not even completion, but just something that was just like not meant for you. There was an end that happened, and maybe some of you guys were kind of dealing with it in last month, but I'm getting a sense of we're moving into March. We're moving into we're taking care of ourselves. Like here we have well-being, perspective, self-empowerment. I think we're kind of internalizing like what we've gone through and almost like being boss. Like it's me against like the world, and I can take care of me, and I have me. There's some kind of like celebration of that, the fulfillment. There's just things that I feel like you guys have been really trying to focus on was more yourself, and this feels like alignment, things starting to kind of come into fruition, blessings. I think because of that positive energy that you're bringing in for yourself, there's something that's like brewing. I don't think that there's anything that's going to pop out at me as like it's coming in your face right now in March, but I feel like something's brewing. You're putting in the work on yourself, and like raising your own vibration is really super important, especially if you're trying to manifest something. So March is one of those, like the theme right now I'm getting for your reading for March is like something's brewing. So let's go ahead and pull some topics. So we're gonna do what's going on internally, what's going on emotionally, what's going on within ourselves, and then there's going to be topics that we're going to pull for like career, passion projects, hobbies, things like that, and relationship, which is with whether it's friendship, romantic, partners, like work, career, partner, family, things like that. But we always start with the emotional part, what's going on inside, because this is what trickles down into everything. So just for example, like if you have a bad day at work and you come home, you're not going to probably put that away. It's going to affect your mood and how you are and how you're being. And this is like kind of one of those things that we kind of want to align and tweak. So if we can see that we're not liking this reading, that's something that we can work on during this month. So the next month is a little bit different. So let's go ahead and see what's going on internally. Ooh, that's not it. Let's just do one more round. Being difficult. Let's do one more time. There we go. Rescue. Yeah. So I'm getting this probably, I feel like this came out in another reading. Again, we're all kind of like almost connected, almost going through the same theme, just different storyline, if that makes sense. But I am getting rescue. So yeah, I think that's what's going on really internally. I'm not getting a sense for a lot of you guys are still in a low vibration and feel like a lot of you guys have almost gotten perspective, but I think it's still almost like you're clawing your way out of the negative. And it's just like that would make sense why this is now like you kind of seeing it and aligning yourself. So this month is really kind of like aligning yourself energetically, allowing blessings to come in. I think there is some kind of self empowerment moment in this rescue card because I think it's like you kind of taking care of yourself, like you rescuing yourself. And maybe there's other people that are helping you. I'm not saying that there aren't other people around, but this is a very self empowering kind of moment. This is where your inner power comes out. And that's what's going on internally. I think it's just that rescue moment. Like you're kind of pulling yourself out, which is not easy, by the way, especially like if you have like, I don't know, like if you're depressed or something. It's so hard to get yourself out of that. There's only so much people around you can do anyway. And the fact that like you are kind of doing this for yourself is just such a powerful thing. So let's pull some tarot cards and see. Again, this is March. Let's just see what else your guides kind of have to say about that. Well, okay, I don't know why I put that away. That was a message they just told me. Okay, two more. Ah, everything's falling out. Let's just do two more. They're really having a hard time with these messages. Okay. So we have the Empress in reverse, King of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles. So this is quite interesting. Well, the Empress energy in reverse is telling me that you're very closed off from anyone, really like not helping, it's not the word, but you're just closed off from anyone else, like even trying to reach out to make you feel better, if that makes sense. And maybe you're closed off from the energy that hurt you specifically, because with the Five of Pentacles coming in, it's almost like the past is rearing its head and you're feeling that loss over and over again. It's like you're keeping that loss in the forefront. And I feel like that past energy might even be coming up. Which for me, I just get very frustrated by that. It's obviously out of your control, but it just like makes me think how someone can be selfish and not allow you to heal and move on. That's what it is. And it could be like friendships. There's just this almost sense of like narcissism behavior on the other end. It could be like a work thing too. It just doesn't have to be a specific topic, but that's the energy that I'm getting. And it's almost making you closed off from everyone because just having that one interaction with this one other circumstance is just like, wow, I just like can't trust anyone. I need to internalize by myself. And this is where this like rescue card is like you are kind of pulling yourself out from that. So like now put a perspective, you're dealing with this and you're trying to get yourself into a better headspace and a better place for yourself, which I see happening in March. But this is like the obstacle and the burden that you're kind of almost dealing with at the same time. The beautiful thing that I'm seeing with this rescue card is because the King of Cups is coming up and this is your energy. Okay? King of Cups is someone that's very mature. So whatever experience happened in your past, you have matured from, you have learned from, you have gotten perspective, the self-empowerment. You have definitely almost come full circle from this, or maybe this is like the month that you do, that you're like right at the cusp of kind of being like acceptance of what happened and like emotionally like supporting yourself. This is someone who has a handle of their emotions, who is strong, mature, wise, like the strength to basically keep moving forward and take charge from a very rational standpoint, not an emotional, like not so much an emotional one where you're like emotionally dumping. You're realizing your emotions, you're taking a handle of your emotions and kind of like like not compartmentalizing is like not in a bad way, but like giving it like priority to what's like what makes sense, what is irrational, what is rational, what like validate your own emotions that make sense and just let the ones that don't go. And I see that happening because again, with the blessings and well-being, fulfillment and celebration, it's like you're on your way out of this funk. You really are. These two cards, these are the themes that I'm seeing for March. You're on your way. I feel like there's going to be a sense of being able to go and enjoy yourself and put this past behind. I feel like there's a door that's still slightly open to the situation that's happened in the past. So keep that in mind. Like, that's going to just set you back, prevent you from moving forward. That's one thing I want you to take away from this internal thing that's happening right now is again, I'm seeing someone or something or whatever that situation is just keep rearing its head. And maybe it's just something that you're internally thinking about. If you're still thinking about it, you're still putting that energy out and you don't want to align with the energy that brings you down. You want to align with something that brings you up and raises your vibration so that you can manifest what it is that you want. And I think that's something that you're working through in March. So let's go ahead and jump into the career aspect. Now, it doesn't have to be career. It could be like a hobby. Like you can pick up, like, I want to run a marathon, so I have to start training, you know? It could be like a passion project you're working on with your family or friends, something that you just pick up if a career aspect is not important to you right now. Could be school, right? It could be anything. So keep that in mind. General reading, so place it where it fits. Okay. Okay. That one came out. So this is the Spy Master, knowledge, distrust. Yeah. So if this internal energy was linked to the career thing, there is a lot of me being guarded. And again, this can trickle into every aspect, right? But I'm definitely getting a sense of something happening with work, not trusting, like not knowing who has your back, who can stick up for who. Like even like a project you're working on something with someone and it's like you trusted them with something and it's like now they've messed up and it's like okay. So now I have to take care of it. There's just a sense of I see you and I know that I can't rely on you. There's just that energy. And that's part of the rescue because it's like you have to protect yourself from this situation because no one else will. And it's just being aware, being like, I guess the knowledge, like being aware of what all that means so you don't repeat that same mistake. Let's pull some cards and kind of get an idea of what other message needs to come through. Oh, no, that's not it. Okay. One more time. I need 2 more cards. Ooh. Yeah. So we have... yeah, this is interesting. So we have the Queen of Swords, the Eight of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups in reverse. So there's just going to be a few things I'm going to point out about your situation because this is very almost like heavy. So the Eight of Cups, the Ace of Cups in reverse, and the Eight of Cups. I don't want to say like a lot of you have walked away, but I feel like a lot of you are having the sense of walking away from the situation and moving on. Whatever the project was, whatever the opportunity, career opportunity, or job that you're doing, a career, there's some sense of walking away, kind of like you are. Oh, I just kicked a dog in the face on accident. I didn't realize anyone was under the table. Um, there's a sense of you kind of almost like mourned the situation, or maybe just realizing, again, a lot of this is perspective. Um, it's finding out something rearing its head again. There's just something that's just already giving like not aligned, just misalignment. With the Ace of Cups in reverse, it seems like that opportunity of like the job aspect, the career, the project that you're doing at your job, something that you're working on with other people. The opportunity has happened and it's left you like empty. It's just a total mismatch. Things just emotionally did not align. You're not happy. And it's just you are seeing it. And there's a chance that you will be walking away and or making the decision to like maybe not go on with the project or whatever the case may be. Even if you don't walk away, I think you do realize the sense and you have the perspective that this just doesn't work. I have the Queen of Swords here and the Eight of Pentacles. I see that this situation, again, this is something that could happen in March. Maybe you don't even realize it's kind of be a thing. This is like something you're gonna put a lot of hard work into, and me like seeing that Queen of Swords energy, it's showing me that you're handling this situation with priority, that you're using pretty much everything you know and have learned in the past to kind of nurture this job, this project with that much care. This is how hard of a work you're putting in. This is like your mastery, like your niche that you're in. So if that's any kind of validation of your situation. But I think that whatever the case happened, and it seems like, hang on, I want to pull one more card really quickly. Just bear with me. I think I want to ask one more question. Okay. Yeah. So it does seem to me like something happened at your job, career, project where something was done behind your back, like right underneath your nose, and you didn't realize it. That's where the distrust is happening. So there's the Seven of Swords coming in. This is like very sneaky energy, lying, deceit. There's just something that happened that you didn't know, and it almost like kind of is insulting because it's like you were supposed to handle it. There's that kind of energy. And that's why this energy of you walking away, your cup's not being filled, like you're just emotionally empty from this. Like this is just not aligned with you at all. You're definitely in a sense of like needing to walk away. That's what the perspective and the self-empowerment is coming from. Because I think this month is going to be you kind of just like introspecting on whether you want to continue down this path. There's some kind of perspective being taken place in the month of March because I feel like a lot of you might make a decision to walk away from a situation, and just have alignment into the next opportunity, which is where that rescue is. Because the minute you like start kind of pulling yourself out of the funk, doors will start opening, things will start aligning. And I do see, like I said, the blessings coming up. It's just a matter of what we want and how we want to align ourselves. Let's go ahead and pull some cards for the relationship aspect. Again, it could be friendship, family, coworkers. It doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship, but it can. And some of you might be already in a relationship. So just remember, this is like the energy that feels right for your life story. So let's go ahead and see what we have. Okay, one more time. Okay. The ever unfolding rose cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. I feel like someone else got this, but we're all energy, we're all connected, so that kind of makes sense. Feel like a lot of you might be I mean, it could be like you're in a relationship right now that like things are almost like I feel like not like you're in woe is me because I hate saying that because that seems very negative to you as a person because I feel like you guys are taking a lot of perspective right now. I think there is a sense of why does this keep happening to me? Why can't I just have it like the way I wanted to? This is just all a lesson. And it's a lesson like, do we want to work through this? Do we want to keep moving forward? And maybe there's someone that's coming into your life that you're just like, wow, this is again like the same situation. Maybe there's a pattern that we keep repeating with the people that we choose to bring into our life. And that's friendship, relationally. Those are things that like is going to be needed to introspect on. That's what's important for this because it's a rescue mode because you need to rescue yourself from patterns or um and this is like growth, ever unfolding rose. This is growth. Like this is blooming into the person, the best self that you can be. And I think whatever the situation that you're in relationally is a test. And it's going to be a test if you're in a long term relationship, you've been solid, whether or not you want to be in this relationship. Or it could be like, how do I work through this so that I'm a better person for me and for my partner? So, this is like one of those things that you kind of have to take in and see where this fits. But let's pull some cards to kind of see what message your guides really want to give you. I feel like a lot of you guys have been dealing with this like breakup situation. I feel like a lot of you guys are almost putting yourselves out there right now. And it's just been like backfiring. It's like been like, again, like this person, this type of person, they did it again. That's the energy I'm getting. So I feel like there is something that's been peaking. And that's the other thing. If you keep holding on to the energy from the past, you are going to continue the same cycle. So it's a matter of letting go and getting perspective. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so I don't see I don't necessarily if you are in a relationship, this would make sense to kind of like look within. But if you are single, I don't necessarily see a solid person coming in. Not saying that no one will come in, but I just don't see it because right now your guides are in a sense trying to tell you like you need to look within. So I have the Four of Cups, the Chariot in reverse, and the Moon in reverse. So this is showing me right now with the Four of Cups, apathy, boredom, not even boredom, but protecting yourself from whatever, like you are holding on to the past. This is 100% you holding on to some kind of energy, some kind of past hurt in the past. And that's where this self perspective and self empowerment needs to come in this month. This is you kind of pulling yourself out, rescuing yourself because this is going like no one's coming in. No one that is solid, that is good, that needs to come in is going to come in March because we're just not there. And that's okay. It's all healing is not linear, it's up and down, zigzag sideways just because we're human, but that can kind of give us perspective like, okay, well, do we want a partner? Maybe I do need to come within and realize I need to close that chapter. That Four of Cups is really telling me that like look at this. The cup is that's like almost like the Ace of Cups, which did I have that? The Ace of Cups in reverse for work. But this is the Ace of Cups that's divinely handed. That's divinely given to you, like an emotional experience kind of like there. But it's like here it is, but you're so closed off from it that you're not getting a opportunity for like a solid relationship. So if you are dating, you are like meeting people, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. But none of those people are going to stick, is what your guides are saying. And I feel like you probably already are nodding your head to that and understanding and get it. With the chariot and the moon in reverse and the moon in reverse, I am getting a lot of you guys are like kind of missing that step. The chariot is like missing a misstep. Like you're missing a step to get to your next phase. The momentum is there, but it's just at a standstill because you're missing this step of healing and putting the past behind you and rescuing yourself. This is the moon reverse, not looking within, not learning lessons, not kind of taking a step back and being like, okay, there's a door that's still open to the past situation. So, for those of you who are like, oops, yeah, if you want the next chapter to happen, if you want April to come in with a bang, there has to be some doors that need to be closed. There has to be some cords cut. There has to be you putting you first and you kind of taking in your situation and being like, I don't want this anymore. I want this, and just start manifesting that. Because again, like your guides are telling you with the situation thing, like you're dating, this isn't happening. It's happening for you, not to you. So this is a lesson that you need to learn. So it's all good things because this is all growth, the ever unfolding rose. Like we're blooming, we're becoming who we are, we're learning what we like and don't like. So there's nothing wrong with this chapter, nothing wrong with March. And I honestly feel like such a positive energy and outcome from it because, again, perspective and self empowerment. That's coming this March. That is what is the most important theme to take away from this entire reading. And I see beautiful things unfolding if you can kind of like stay on that path. So take that time to kind of take that in and think about what changes that you need to make to be energetically aligned with what you want to manifest, and then come back for the next month's reading. If this did resonate, definitely like and subscribe so you don't miss that next reading. We are also doing a mid-month check-in so that we can feel like, we're aligned or we're on the right page and whatnot. But I hope you guys have an amazing rest of the day, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.